Welcome back to another video of In My Own Head. Did I say a video? Oh my gosh, I meant to say podcast. And I'm saying video because clearly I'm looking at myself on my camera. But I really meant to say podcast. But welcome. This is episode numero siete. Or 7 for those of y'all who can't speak Spanish. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I have been MIA for a while. A good while. On my social media, just in many different aspects of my life. And it's for good reason. Like, I think I have a pretty good reason. I just didn't feel like I could do like the podcast for some reason. I don't know. And I've been there before. And which is why this is only episode 7, and I've been having this podcast since January 2022. So, yeah. As y'all can see, I decided to finally just do a video. And also, for those of y'all who are listening, you can't see me because you're listening. But if you watch the video, you'll be able to see me. But for those of y'all who can see me, I decided to do a little video podcast, plus, connecting with the audio. And I have been wanting to do this for a while, but I kept procrastinating. I was like, I don't have like the right setup or whatever. Like, I had the camera and all that, but the camera was really getting on my nerves, and I sold it a few months ago. I used to do photography a little bit as a little hobby years ago. And I just wasn't interested in doing that anymore because I had other things to do. So I decided to sell the camera a few months ago because, and I know I'm like way out there. I don't even know where I'm kind of going with this, but I didn't want to do photography anymore because it was just so time consuming and it wasn't like my passion. I'm not a photographer really. So I sold it because I didn't want people to ask me to take pictures of them anymore. So I said the best thing for me to do is literally sell the camera, because knowing me, if I keep the camera, me being me, and if you know me, you know I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it well, but I really didn't want to do it. So I sold it so that way I could just get that. I don't have that crutch that was holding me. Yeah. But honestly, like, I don't know. I've been around. Like, I'm still here and everything. But the reality is, like, I had to take some time for myself. And those of y'all know I had been trying to get into law school forever and a day. Okay. I'm 28. I'll be 29 in July. And if those of y'all who have been following my little journey for like the last, oh my God, I don't even know, like 7 years or so, y'all know that it's been a rough time. So the last couple of months, I had decided to just kind of change some things in my life. And I decided that I would just start thinking more positively. Like, I made the action board that I talked about in the last podcast, I believe. And it's basically just a vision board. However, you got the pictures and the things that you want in your life and all that. But the difference is that it ain't just the vision, because you can have vision, but if you're not doing anything to make it come to pass, it's all for nothing. Okay. So anyway, I decided that I was going to make an action board and really start the process of attaining the things that I had put on the action board. So, and I started it. I put pictures of places that I want to travel and the LSAT score that I wanted. I ended up changing that months later because I just thought, you know what? Like, why did I put this random number? Like, I'm just going to, shoot to score as high as I can this time around on the test. And that was that. What else? I had put pictures of my family, just really important things. Language learning, because I love language learning, Spanish and French and all that. So I put pictures of Spanish, like a little Spanish book, on the action board, and like pictures of instruments and music and books, because I love reading books. You can see my little library this way. I have a lot of other books on my desk, and I've always loved to read. Also, I'm writing a book. I've been writing a book for a long time. And if you're a writer, you know that sometimes you can have writer's block for a long time. And with me, it was more than that. It was just, I was just going through the life, through the pain and whatever else I was going through. And in the same breath, I thought, okay, maybe I'll get to a point to where I'll write like 3 chapters or so about all the stuff that's happened in the last couple of months or last couple of years. Basically, like, just a big lump sum, pretty much. And I didn't want to do that, but I just couldn't help it because I'm a procrastinator. So, but I've been writing that book for a couple of years now. So anyway, yeah, so I was studying for the LSAT, y'all, again. This time was going to be my 5th time taking the LSAT. Yes, my 5th time. I know. Just crazy. So anyway, yeah, I was studying for the test. I had to take it again because the first 4 times was really bad. Very bad. Anyway, I took the test 5th time around, and I've been studying since like the fall. No, I started studying last summer because, as you guys probably know, I had graduated, got my master's degree in May of 2023. And I took some time before I started studying again for the LSAT. I started in June or July, and I did good for like a month and a half, and then I just kind of stopped. I was just going through a lot, family stuff, and just a lot, personal and just really internal. And I was just like, I can't do this. And then sometime later, I got the unction again in October, around the time when I made the action board. Okay, y'all, like, I know, but it was like the best thing I could have done for myself was make that action board, like, for real. So made the action board, and I started studying, and I was going to my tutoring, like everyday tutoring, 6 o'clock. And I started boxing, y'all. I started kickboxing and Muay Thai. Okay, like, it didn't last long because I got tired of going to the city after work. It was just out of my way. But I started all that health and all that good stuff. I started boxing, and it was so fun. So I would go to my LSAT class at like 6 o'clock in Lafayette and at the library. Actually, no, let me backtrack. I was studying at my house. I work in Baton Rouge, get home. I have to drive like an hour and 30 minutes, okay? Drive an hour and 30 minutes, get back home at like 6 o'clock. Class starts at 6 o'clock. Class from 6 to 7, all right? That was like Monday through Thursday, and then Saturday class we'll have in the morning. But it was all online, all through Zoom and all that, which was good. But then I started the kickboxing class. So I'm like, okay, I got to fit this in. So I started going to the library to study. I would do the class at like 6 to 7. Boxing class started at 7:30. And I was running to my boxing class, doing boxing class for about an hour, and I would go home. And then sometimes I would study again. And I was consistent, with that from October until I took the test again in February. All right, y'all. I took the LSAT again in February. And, I was just like, this is the last time I'm taking this test. I was very determined, and I was just very like, this is it, I've been at this for a long time, for many years, and I was just tired. But I felt confident. I felt really, really confident, more than I ever felt before. Because each and every time I took the test, like, I thought, oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. No, I really didn't believe it. But this time around, I really did, y'all. And okay, I went in, took the test at home, and I finished the test. And I think the test was February 9th. Yeah, I took the test on a Friday, February 9th. And the scores were going to be coming out February 28th at the end of the month. And I was like, okay, all right, all right. I'll be ready. And okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When February 28th rolled around, I was on my way to work. I was on my way to work. And I knew that LSAC was going to, that's the Law School Admission Council. I knew that they were gonna drop the score probably like 8 o'clock on the dot, right? Or send the email and then you log in and you see your score. So I'm driving to Baton Rouge, and I'm just thinking, okay, it's coming. I know it's coming. And all of a sudden I felt my little phone buzz and it was 8 o'clock on the dot. And it was LSAC telling me scores are ready. Go ahead and log in, check your little score. And I was listening to a song, and what's the name of that song? Oh my gosh. I was listening to it today. It was like, I don't know, man. It's called You Gotta Be. It's an old song from like the 90s by a singer named Desiree. You Gotta Be. Like, she's like, oh, you gotta be bad, you gotta be tough, you gotta be. Yeah, y'all know that one. Listen, I was listening to that. I always loved that song. And I logged in. I'm driving. I was careful, but I said I gotta see it. I logged in, and let me just tell you, LSAC, I don't know why. At least let me log in and then click on a menu and then, scroll down and let me click new score. No, you log in, boom, the score right there, up in your face. Like, what if you're not ready? What if you're not ready to see it? Baby, that's what it was. Log in, boom, score is right in my face. All I know, the tears started rolling down my eyes. Tears. They were hot. Hot, steamy tears, y'all. Started rolling down my face. All I could think was, finally. Finally! Oh my God. You might have to lower your little volume because I talk loud, but listen, man, y'all, I'm telling you, I was crying. Man. Like, I couldn't contain. I was driving still, and I was like, oh my God. I called my mama. I FaceTime my mama, and the group, because my mom and my sisters and I, we have a group text and we talk every day in the group text, and we talk on FaceTime every single day. So I called them, and only my mama answered. My sister was at work, and my youngest sister I knew she was still sleeping, but she ended up answering. And she was still in bed. My mom was at work, and I'm crying. And my mom was like, what's wrong? I was like, I got my score. And you know what my mama said? Y'all. My mama said, she said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, mama, I'm crying. I said, no. I said, I did good. I said, I made a great score. She was like, oh. She said, well, why are you crying? I said, because I'm happy. Because I'm happy. I was like, I couldn't. Oh, y'all. And the score that I made is above the median score that the law school that I want to go to. It's above the median score that they have statistically calculated at that specific law school. I was like, okay. I got to work and I said, y'all, I got my score. They were like, oh, okay, what happened? And I said, y'all, I did it. And we all started crying. We all started crying because my coworkers, I've been telling them about my journey since I started working there in last January. I've been telling them, and we were just crying, just sitting at work crying. And they were like, okay, we gotta celebrate. We gotta throw a party. What you want, Lex? Like, I'm just like, I'm just grateful. Whatever y'all want to do, it's fine with me. It don't even have to be nothing. And they were like, that's why we doing it. And I forgot what day it was. I think it was that Friday. I think it was the Friday. They threw me a party. The food was great. I mean, I was so proud of myself and thankful and grateful, not only for my family, but, for my coworkers, because they had been there, and I called my grandparents. I told them, and they were like, oh, you passed? Yeah, I passed. The LSAT is not a pass or fail, but I said, yeah, I passed. They were happy. So the next thing was applying, obviously, to law school. And so I applied, got all my letters of recommendation, all the things, and I applied. And today is April 27th. Yeah. Today's April 27th, and I'm currently waiting for my decision from the law school. And at this moment, y'all, like, I'm just, because I've applied before. I've applied, to law school before, twice. Because I didn't want to miss my chance, miss my opportunity, But my LSAT score was really bad, and I wasn't ready. I was not ready. If y'all remember previous podcasts that I recorded, I always said, as bad as I wanted to be a lawyer, I knew that I wasn't ready for law school because I had to go through things, y'all. I had to go through a lot of stuff, even recently in my life and family. Like, it was purpose for me to have to literally go through hell. Not just jobs that I had to work and things that I didn't want to do, but I had to do to get by. School, my mental health, my depression. I told y'all about that. Anxiety. I had to work it through. I had to work through those things so that way I can finally be in the place where I am now, to have really felt like, okay, I can take this test and I can really do well. I can apply to this law school knowing and believing that I'm getting in this year. And I'm just really, really excited because the last couple of months have been, there've been a lot of changes. And, I started working out again. I'm being more consistent with my language learning the last couple of weeks. Started reading more books and just taking care of myself, spending more time with myself, because I neglected myself a lot. I really did. In my life, throughout my life, put people first. I don't regret it. I do not regret it. Never have, never will. But there had come a point in time where I had to figure out, when am I going to do for me? Like, when am I going to take care of myself? And that's hard for me. I should say it was hard. Because I don't want to keep saying that it's hard or I can't do it. Because I also, again, like I said, I've been learning to really change the way that I speak about certain things, about everything. Because I said, this is the last time I'm taking the LSAT, because I know I'm going to make an acceptable score, and I'm getting into law school, and I'm starting school in August of 2024. I know thus and thus. I believe thus and thus. Well, I feel good about this because I know. Like, it's so easy, y'all. I'm telling you, it's so easy to say the negative things, because it comes naturally to us for some reason, because bad things happen, but good things happen too. But it always feels like bad things or negative things happen to us more than the good things. But let me tell you something. And even saying bad things. Now, I know some things really, really are bad. But in the same breath, life provides us with lessons that either we're going to sit there and we're going to pay attention and we're going to learn, or we're going to be the class clown, or we're just going to completely just zone out. It's going to be one of the three. It's going to be one of the three. And at this point in my life, like in this last couple of months, this last year and a half, I have begun to say I'm a learner. I'm going to sit here and pay attention. Because it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. The things that we go through in our lives, it's not for nothing. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not for nothing. I've been feeling like making the podcast for so long and do the first video podcast because I'm like, I want y'all to see me. Like, I used to make videos back in the day and all that. Whether it's just talking commentary or like funny videos and stuff. And I kind of just miss doing that. And I said, man, either it's going to be today or it's never going to be. Today or never going to be. And I'm saying that because every day or every time we have a thought to, oh, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just try it next time. I'll just maybe if one day. Today is one day. Today. Did y'all know that? Today is literally one day. Why can't the one day be today? Why does the one day have to be next week or next year or whenever? Like, one day is today. So I just said, okay, I don't have my camera anymore. I sold it. I got to get another one. I would like to get another one. The setup, it ain't professional, but I said to myself, today, one day today, why not? Because if I keep putting it off, if you keep putting things off, or you keep thinking, well, it's never going to be me, or I'm never going to be able to do it, then okay, you believe that? I believe you. I believe you too. Now, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I just said I believe what you just said about yourself because you believed it. So you must want everybody to believe you or to believe in you. That's cool. But what I'm going to do, what Alexi's going to do, and what I've been doing the last couple of months, the last year, is really practicing, putting it in practice of doing, believing, knowing. And I'm just waiting, and I'm putting things in action as well. Like I've been saying for years that okay, I want to be fluent in Spanish. I took Spanish. I've been learning Spanish since I was 10 years old. Like, seriously, I'm not fluent yet. Oh man, something wrong with that. So a few months ago in October, I said I'm gonna start. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I slacked off a little bit because I got busy with studying with my test, and then I got lazy after my test. But this month, I started up again. Actually, last month, March, I started up again. And it's getting a lot better. LSAT. I was studying every day. Practice tests. Full-time section. I was doing what I had to do. The gym. Oh, man. I slacked off real bad with that. Like, terribly. But I started again a few weeks ago, and I went today. Here I am. And I think it's just about doing and believing in yourself enough to say, okay, I can do it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but the fact of the matter is you started. I know on a previous podcast, I mentioned something about trying. Because that word is just in our vocabulary. Like, oh, I tried to do, or I really, I don't like that word anymore. Like, I have been trying. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't know I was gonna say it like that. I have been moving to remove it out of my vocabulary. But you saw how hard that was? I literally just said it. And I wasn't even thinking. I was just talking. But I've been moving to remove it out of my vocabulary because I want to do. And it may to you it may not look like 100%, but 20 out of 20 is literally 100, right? It's 100%. I hate math, but I know we all took math, like we all did fractions. It's a whole number. It's gonna divide into itself, and it's gonna be 1. That's 100. Y'all know what I'm saying. If your 20% is all that you have, that's 100%. Don't say I tried. No, you did. You did. Especially if you put forth the effort. You did. You didn't try. You did. It may not have come out the way that you really would have wanted. But guess what? Do it again. Another time. I didn't say try again. I said do it again. And that's what I've been doing. I just been doing. You know, I did the test. I ain't gonna say I did the gym. I went to the gym. You know, I did the podcast. I'm doing it right now. And it feels good. So I didn't want this to be so long, but y'all know I'm long-winded. But it's good to be back, and from now on, I'm just gonna be doing the video podcast, and I'm gonna have the audio, of course. But I want y'all to see me. I'm not gonna see y'all, but I want y'all to see me, you know. And I just really hope that we all can continue to do the best that we can, and to believe in ourselves. Work on yourselves, because it is possible. You can do anything that you want to do, but you have to put forth the effort. It doesn't, having dreams and vision means nothing without doing something. Man, I want $1 million. Man, I really want to work at this plant. Well, did you do the application? Are you saving money? Are you investing? You not? You didn't do the application? Well, good luck. Or I can see myself does and does. So what are you doing to get there? Oh, I know what y'all thinking. Man, why is she saying all that? You know, I can have vision. I can. It's not enough. It's not. It's beautiful to think about, and it's all nice and magical, and, you know, I can see myself being, you know, the vice president of my company. I can see myself, you know, losing or weighing, you know, 150, and I weigh 220 right now. But you're not in the gym. You're not doing the work. You're not doing the work out. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm saying. I think you could do it. We all can. So I'm going to let y'all go. This was episode 7 of In My Own Head. And honestly, I don't have a title in my mind right now. But by the time the video and the audio podcast is posted, there will be a title in the caption. And I just want to thank y'all. Everybody who has asked about my podcast in the last couple of months, who has just mentioned, hey, when's the next one? Or I really love what you do. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, I keep that in my mind, in the back of my mind, because on days when I was feeling like, or months rather, when I was feeling like I can't do it, nobody wants to hear me. Nobody cares about what I have to say. That's a lie, because I care about what I have to say. So thank y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one, and y'all will be seeing me. Peace.